Hi guys, so I'm hiding in my closet, but it's a really nice closet. I have some nice things in the background that just, whatever. So there's an electrician in my kitchen and I'm trying to hide from him, and I haven't done a video this week, and it's kind of like Thursday, and I usually do them like on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm like, alright, I gotta do this. But anyways, also a reason to do it in the closet is just because last night me and my husband were going through a bunch of his old clothes. I'm gonna, drop off some stuff at thrift stores, and just bags and bags and bags of stuff. You know, when you have big clothes, it takes up a lot more space in these bags, and just, he was like a 5X before, and now he's wearing larges. Like, I wish I could show you the before and afters. It's just like crazy. Alright. So this was one of his old crappy shirts that he was wearing before. This is his 5X, I think, right? This is big. This is very big. And now he's wearing these little shirts like this. Little tiny large. We just bought a bunch of stuff at Kohl's and clearance. That's the best way. Go to like thrift stores or like hit up the clearance. That's what we've been doing. Because, it's the journey of weight loss. I remember, so I started off at like 258, and then, just losing 20 pounds, you're like, shit, I need new clothes. But I held off as long as I could, and then I think around like 180, 190, I started buying clothes, and now those clothes are big, and then you have to buy more clothes, so really just try to like think about this and know that, you're going to be constantly buying clothes. You're going to think, oh, I'm just going to buy these clothes. I'm probably not going to get any skinnier. You will get skinnier. You will get skinnier. Go to Goodwill or go to places where you can get really cheap clothes or hand-me-downs. Sometimes different, like the weight management place I go to, they actually do like clothing swaps and stuff like that. So look into that kind of stuff because it adds up, man. Oh my God. But I've been doing Kohl's and Kohl's Cash, and, I've been getting all these coupons, and so like we spent like, I don't know, like $300 in clothes, and then in the end it was like $80. So I know, whatever. So I'm hiding in my closet because there's an electrician doing some stuff in our kitchen, so I'm hiding back here. I was supposed to do a video on Monday, and it's like Thursday now. It's just the whole house is like, we're redoing the kitchen, and there's just stuff everywhere, and But, and also not having a kitchen is a total bummer. We've been doing a lot of eating out lately, and I don't know what the hell is in the food that's outside, but at night we're constantly way hungrier than usual, because we try to do a lot of our food at home, and even it's not like home cooked, it's maybe like a frozen dinner or whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, or something I pre-made and froze or something. But I don't know what's happening to us, but the last few nights we've been just so hungry at night, and my weight loss has been stalling. I had a bladder infection, and then it was my birthday, and I maybe ate some things I shouldn't have eaten, and my graph is just kind of like off, like I always try to make sure I'm losing 2 pounds a week, and if I'm kind of not there, I really try to bump it up and do more exercise, and I haven't been feeling, I've been wanting to go to the gym. I've been doing a lot of walking. If you go on my fitness pal, you can see I've been doing a lot of walking, but I haven't been doing any really hardcore, like stuff at the gym. And that's a complaint that I've had since I've started. I don't know. I'm going to keep saying that I'm going to try. That's all I can do, But there's some activities that I'm looking forward to doing in the winter, like snowshoeing, like putting those big ass snowshoes on and like going through the snow, and just different kind of winter activities, or kind of even shoveling. That's pretty hardcore. I remember shoveling our driveway, and it was like hell, and I bet you this year it's going to be a little easier. There are some things I remember doing. I can't remember off the top of my head, but certain exercises I remember. Like, okay, I took a walk with my neighbor. We hadn't done it in a long time. And maybe last fall is when we started walking, and then we stopped. I went out walking with her, and our usual route And I was just talking, and all of a sudden I look up and we're done. And I'm like, really? Like, usually I was really out of breath and I was having kind of like asthma symptoms, but I think it was also because of the heartburn. And by this time, like, I felt great. I felt like 20 years younger. But the real main point of this video was somebody had asked me last week what to say or not say during your psych evaluation meetings. And I've seen other videos where people got denied because maybe they talked about some dark thing in their past. I've seen videos where people don't really go into that, but I think maybe one person had said something about, wanting to commit suicide or something like that. They didn't really go into it, but then they got denied and they were really, really upset. And sure, that's a scary thing to think, like, getting denied just because of the psych evaluation. You've gone this far, maybe you've already, lost 30 pounds, and then you go to this meeting and this woman goes, no, you're not ready. And it's like, I'm ready. So with my meeting, I really tried to convey the message of, I want to be healthier. I don't want to be skinnier. I just want to be healthier. And my husband, yes, is also had gotten surgery already by the time I was taking this meeting. But I was saying how, like, I think it'd be, really good for us to both be on the same page and, great for our relationship. And we both, like, exercise together and losing weight together. And I think that would be, like, really, and she was really all about that. She was like, yes, I think that's great. And then I think, like, there were some things I did talk about, like things with my mother and how those are things that would have kind of caused me to overeat, or there were issues in my life with my mother and stuff like that. And those were, like, things I talked about, but that didn't, like, scare or anything. But I didn't have anything, like, like, deep, dark, scary things to talk about. I really was just like, I really want to lose weight, and that's why I'm here. And she told me, she's like, this is probably how much you're going to lose. And I think you're doing the right thing, and, everything looks great. And she really didn't, I just can't remember. It was so long ago. But with my husband, I remember with him, he really liked his therapist lady, or whatever you call her. And she really went into more of, like, marriage and sex, and maybe because he's a man, I don't know. But she really kind of really was digging deeper, and she, from what I heard, like, she had told him, like, most people are going to get the surgery, not most people, but some people are going to get the surgery and they're going to gain the weight back. And to help you not become that person, create a journal. And in that journal, you write down all the things that you hated about being fat. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's a really great idea. And so me and Al actually did that. We went through, like, all these things that he hated. He remembered, like, not being able to fit in his car, not being able to fit into an airplane seat, or just any kind of, like, theater seat. And we really went through, like, all these things, not being able to, like, buy clothes or be comfortable in your own clothes. And we created this really long list, and he was really like, like, I don't want to go back and being fat. So, like, I have to remember who I am, who I used to be. And so, like, we're saving that large 5X t-shirt, because you have to, like, remember how horrible it used to be. Because I think it's easy to kind of slowly fall back into, we've done it many times. It's easy. But we gotta keep that journal, and we gotta keep that t-shirt as reminders, like, this is how it used to be, and it was horrible. She also went into sex. She asked my husband, are you having sex? Because she was saying that, people divorce, like, the divorce rate after this surgery is, like, very, very high. And if your relationship is not pretty decent to start off with, there's going to be some rocks and some bumps along the way after the surgery. And if your marriage is not, it's going to be hard. And even me and my husband, I thought things were really good. But I think back now and I remember if there was ever like a conflict or an issue in our marriage, he'd turn to food. You know, like if I didn't want to have sex and he wanted sex and he didn't get any, he'd go buy a pizza. That was one of the big things in our marriage. And then when he couldn't eat the pizza anymore, he would get angry with me, and then I was getting upset, and we had like this, there was some drama, and I ended up going to like therapy, and but now that I'm losing weight and he's losing weight, I don't know, something happened and we're really happy now, and we're doing a lot more communicating. We've always done a lot of communicating, but now, you know, I don't know, we're on the right page now. Something happened and we're doing good, but there was some but you know, it's something to really think about, this whole like really think, is are you ready to have the surgery, and is your partner ready for you to have the surgery? Because Al had surgery a year ago, and he had surgery the same day as this other guy who he's now become really friends with, and he's getting a divorce. And it's common. It's really common. So it's something you really need to like kind of like make sure things are kind of okay in that department before you kind of jump into this, because or you already kind of know things are, you know, not so great and you want to lose weight to get out of that situation and go find someone else. Sure, whatever you want to do. But I've seen like so many videos of women who they lose weight and then they're like, I'm so glad I lost weight, and I realized what a shitty husband my husband was, and he never treated me right, and now I feel confident and I can get the hell out of this situation. You know, I don't know. I don't want to get out of my situation. I like my situation. And I have to say, we're just both happier being skinny, and when you're happier, you know, you're having lots of sex. And things are good. When you're having sex, everything works out. Everybody's happy. But so back to the psych evaluations. I don't know, that I didn't feel like there was something that I could say that would be wrong. But I just kept trying to say, like, I want to be healthy. You know, I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I kept saying that instead of saying I want to be skinny. I don't know. That was the only thing that I really tried to do. But I didn't feel like it was such a hard, you know, interview. But I felt also, because I wasn't as heavy as other people, I felt kind of like I really got to convince this woman that I really do need it, you know, and she was like, yeah, whatever. But I always felt like I kept bumping into people along the way on this journey, like, let's say it was a person taking my blood, or if it was somebody in the hospital room taking care of me, I felt like everybody was kind of, or maybe I was just super sensitive, but I just felt like people were like, oh, you didn't need it, or you know, you're not that fat, and I'm like, you don't live in the shit, you know, and the people who would say it are people who are already like really skinny, and they don't understand what it's like, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell you what not to say. I guess, you know, don't go in there being like, if you don't get me the surgery, I'm gonna kill myself. Don't say that, okay? But just be like, you know, I'm ready for a change, and you know, I want to be healthy, and I just slowly keep gaining, and I'm ready for a new me, and I guess be honest, but try to steer him in a good direction, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's it. If you guys have any other questions, ask me. Because I'm kind of like, I feel like kind of running low on things to talk about. Because everything's going great. I mean, skinnier and happier and getting a new kitchen. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask me, because, sure, yeah, bye.